Milano Sambales. Milano Sambales. Milano Sambales. Milano Sambales. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you thought I was going to die, clap your hands. He's dying in a minute.
He woke up. He can feel the...
Please mod, make a mod. Please mod, make a mod. Please mod, make a mod. Oppa! Whoopa! Oppa! Whoopa! Oh, this game's racist. I'm getting off. Oppa! Whoopa! Oh, this game's racist. I'm getting off. This game's fucking racist. Oh, this game's racist. I'm getting off. This game's fucking racist.
No. Why did you shoot me for, man? Oh. Oh. I'm gonna get Crow back up. What are you doing, Zetro? What are you stop? Oh, you mean, okay. What the divvy? How you doing? Yeah, come on, stop worrying. Come on. You're in my stream. I know, that's fine. That's hard on me. Yo, wait for Dave. Okay. I like train. Me too. I actually did them. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why. They're not funny, bro. What the heck? Please don't hit my hand. Please don't hit my hand. Please don't. It's like I have a really bad headache right now. Wait, you're complaining with hit you in the nipple? Hit you in the nipple and you're upset? Your ricochet hurt you? I think I'm bleeding right now. Am I bleeding? As you can see, it doesn't look very good. That one might scar up a little bit. It might turn into a scab. Please don't hit my hand. Please don't hit my hand. Please don't. Is my prosthetic leg waterproof? The answer is no. Oh shit, okay. In reality, it is. This thing weighs like 15 pounds, and I feel like if I wear it in the water, I'll just start sinking, and I'll lose my prosthetic leg at the bottom of the ocean. Is my prosthetic leg waterproof? The answer is no. Oh shit, okay. In reality, it is. This thing... You love me, I say you crazy. We're nothing more than friends. You're not my... Ice Cube. 60 years old, huh? 61, remember life, and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy, then no longer little ones. I hope my children come and visit once. Oh, 60 years old. This is the fanciest cucumber salad you'll ever see. It's me. What you doing? Very inappropriate. Starting off with some cucumbers. I know what this is, the accordion cucumber. Those look so good. Whoa, what is that? Oh, I don't know. It pokes a hole in the egg? 6 minutes, time up. Is this kimchi? Kimchi, salt, water. Down. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
This man carves tree trunks into replicas of people's dogs who had passed away. He studies photos and carves every detail.
I'm a little It'll default with no.
My boyfriend and my dad are playing with dry ice. I really don't think you're supposed to be touching that with your bare hands.
It's alright, it's just a little cold. I don't know.
My boyfriend and my dad are playing with dry ice. I really don't think you're supposed to be touching.
Don't skip that ad and then.
This guy climbs up a huge rock, then gets to a honeycomb, and without any fear, starts opening it with his hands. You can see how easily he's bringing down the bees. The amazing thing is, even though the bees are wrapped around his body, he's still not afraid. He keeps taking down the honey from the rock for quite a while, until he finally gets it all down. Amazing. This guy climbs up a huge rock, then gets to a honeycomb, and without any fear, starts opening it with...
Yo, you want to see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Almost didn't hear my driver shouting cop. You better be quicker than that. Almost didn't hear my driver shouting cop.
Can you put an axe in the yellow frame? Why on earth do you want to display your axe?
This is why you should never pick up a jellyfish. Normally you see me picking up jellyfish, but that's because I can identify it and I know it's safe to touch. Unlike this guy who picked up what appears to be a barrel jellyfish, not knowing that it can induce a powerful sting and even an allergic reaction, which caused him to go crazy and jump into the ocean with more jellyfish. This is why you should...
Let's make the world's smallest burger.
We're gonna start with some shag patties
Cut out a tiny piece.
and season it up.
Now cook until golden brown.
Don't forget the cheese,
Now we'll slice our tomatoes.
bun,
Patty,
lettuce,
tomato.
and top it off.
We good to go halvesies?
Need to get you a big man burger.
Let's make the world's small...
What's that about? I scored. Here's the CEO of PPSS Group, proudly wearing their carbon fiber stab vest. He believes in its protection. Would you trust your worker to put it to the ultimate test with a machete? Here's the CEO. Quote, "Stay cool, my slime," as he jokingly dumps buckets of piss on his homeboy, who's crafting a lightsaber dildo for the new Star Wars. It's an expensive process. Offer a glowing stick that's going to be shoved up someone's ass. Quote, "Stay cool, my slime," as he jokingly dumps. I swallowed some. I did it. I'm so happy.
Black top. That's just fucking racist.
Disturbing photos. Strangers breaking into their homes and watching them. Here are 5 of the creepiest stalkers caught on camera. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. In 2020, while Hannah Vivaretti was filming herself doing a TikTok dance, she heard mild noises coming from behind her curtains. Nothing prepared her for the sight of a man peeping behind the curtains. Get out of my apartment right now. Please get out of my apartment right now. Get out. Get out. The creepy intruder was later revealed to be 36-year-old Angel Moises Rodriguez Gomez. Rodriguez Gomez was arrested and charged with burglary, assault, stalking, and destruction of property. In 2022, a horrifying video surfaced, revealing a woman taking a stroll with her 15-month-old baby. The unsettling footage showed the chilling moment when a man who had been stalking her for a while nearly grabbed her by the waist with the intention to abduct her.
I realized he was lunging towards my waist, and he started to say, "I just need to." But before he could finish the sentence, I started yelling, "You need to back up."
Back in 2020, popular Japanese streamer Eligato was walking on the street with her friend when a strange man with a samurai sword appeared behind them. At first, Eligato didn't think much of it until the situation took a disturbing turn. When the strange stalker realized Eligato was running from him, he instantly increased his pace and began chasing her. And you could see the fear in her eyes as she ran for her.
From ancient Greece to medieval Britain, it seems that human beings have always loved inflicting pain on each other. Here are some of history's most horrific torture devices. Number 10, the breast ripper. Also known as the iron spider, the breast ripper was traditionally used on women who were accused of a variety of negative attributes decided by male inquisitors. It was usually heated up before being twisted and pulled to rip the breast from the body. Number 9. Rat torture. Rats have been used in several different torture methods throughout history, most of which are unbelievably awful. Possibly the most famous form of rat torture was used by the Spanish during the Dutch Revolt, where a pottery bowl filled with rats was placed on the naked body of a prisoner. When hot charcoal was placed on the bowl, the rats would try to escape the heat by digging through the softest surface they could find, the body of the victim. Number 8. The heretic's fork. Popularized by the Spanish, the fork would be used during the Inquisition to punish heretics. Consisting of a collar with a double-ended fork attached, the device would force the wearer to hold their head back to avoid being stabbed through the chest and lower jaw. Number 7. The thumb screw. This device was a very simple vise used for crushing fingers and thumbs that was popular all across early modern Europe. The crushing bars were sometimes lined with sharp metal points to puncture the nails, and variants also existed that could accommodate both big toes and all 5 fingers. Number 6. The head crusher. This one doesn't need much explanation. The head crusher does exactly what it sounds like. First used in the early modern period, the device featured a plate below the jaw and a head cap that would gradually move closer, crushing the victim's head. Some variations of the device had a receptacle attached to catch the eyes of the victim after they popped out of the skull. Number 5. The knee splitter. This horrific device was also a popular torture method for Catholics during the Spanish Inquisition. Its use would render the victim's knees pretty much useless, but could also be used to destroy other body parts. As the 2 screws were turned, the 2 crushing blocks would move closer together, inflicting unimaginable pain and destruction to the targeting area. Number 4. The rack. The rack has been around for at least 2,000 years. The Greeks were known to have used the rack to force slaves and non-citizens into confessing to crimes. Victims of the rack were often stretched until their joints were dislocated and eventually separated. Muscle fibers could even be torn and destroyed to such a degree that they could never be used effectively again. Number 3. The tongue tearer. A good way to silence your enemies and send a strong message at the same time. The tongue tearer was used to remove the tongues of blasphemers and heretics. A mouth opener would be used to keep the victim's tongue in view before the tearer could be used to grab it. The screw would then be tightened until the tongue was no longer attached to the victim's head. Number 2. Bamboo torture. You may have heard rumors of the historic use of bamboo torture in the Far East, but reports of such methods are controversial. The reported method involves tying a victim in place above a young bamboo shoot. Over the course of a few days, the fast-growing plant would grow up and into the body of the victim until it burst through the other side. Despite a lack of solid evidence for this method, a similar use of live palm sprouts by Thai invaders of Malaysia in the 19th century has been reported. Number 1. The Judas cradle. If there was one thing the Spanish were good at in the 15th century, it was inventing torture methods. The Judas cradle was another horrific device used to punish heretics and force people into religious conversion. It consists of a carved wooden pyramid, which the victim would be suspended above using ropes. As they were slowly lowered onto the tip, with additional weights added onto them, they would slowly pierce the anus or vagina of the victim. If enough weights were added, the device would eventually tear through the pelvis, causing death. Thanks for watching History 101.
Yeah, one's got a bend and one hasn't. I want nothing long range, so. Air bending, a banana, and a big pot. Slows you down for me.
I agree.
Boy, please do not send me a friend's request again, as you will not get in.
King Zion, not Thursdays. Thursdays I play with subscribers. Then
Purple gatekeeper, that. Mike won't get that.
I'd rather have my green friends.
Always think before you ink, or you might end up with some of the worst tattoos people have. 9, 11. It's difficult to even begin listing all the things wrong with this tattoo. The tattoo itself is terrible. It looks like a child's Sharpie drawing. However, the worst part is, because of how ridiculously bad it looks, the tattoo looks like it's making fun of the Twin Towers bombing. And that's just wrong. A bad tattoo artist. This tattoo is terrible not because of the motif, but because of the artist that made the tattoo. The lines are poorly done, the tattoo is uneven, and that makes the entire tattoo look bad. Thankfully, the client was able to get it redone, and they'll remember not to go to a bad artist again. The back face. There are bad decisions, and then there's this. For some reason, this guy decided to tattoo a face on the back of his head, but that's not all. He took it a step further and started shaving his entire head, leaving the mustache and the eyebrows for the back face. Absolutely brilliant. Hair tattoos. Some people, usually men, get a hair tattoo after becoming bald. This is a bad idea because hair tattoos are universally some of the worst and the most laughable tattoos in the world. They have never and will never work.
This is Hiroshi, the current world's heaviest sumo wrestler, standing at 6'4" and almost 600 pounds. For the next 24 hours, he'll be preparing me for my first ever sumo wrestling competition. First, there's a general prep. Specific movement drills. Open the knees up, chin down.
Yes.
And stretch. Oh my God, there's a sumo on my back! And once this extensive and somewhat violating warm-up was over, we can now participate in actual matches.
Actually?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh. Go again, go again.
Person far side. Trying to get up the map. That's its fault.
I'm weak? Teach me more. Teach me more. Robbie's words hurt, but they were true. I was nowhere near ready for tomorrow. The training intensity needed to go up. Oh my God. That was easy. Now we're gonna go harder.
Someone upside down.
Dude, sumos are in insane shape. Thank you. Thank you. I got my ass handed to me. However, the good news is that the next part of the sumo training involves a domain I am very knowledgeable in. This is a sumo doing a sumo death.
Chew that. Enough of that.
There we go. There we go.
Back off.
We're gonna be testing these sumos rep with like 225 pounds or 315.
Go to the build. No, it's too many braces for them to come up.
And reports that he's not actually dead, but instead he's just actually in a meditative state. People in the area went so crazy.